such an asshole!
Yeah, well, is it working? It looks like it's working. We're running multiple video or programs right now on this computer, despite being Microsoft's latest and greatest 2 years ago. It has issues. It's a Surface Pro 3. I bought it from my buddy used. Never buy, no, when used will do. Hey, Captain, I'm a 22-year-old recent graduate of forestry with both hard work and strategy. With both hard work and strategy, I landed a secure job right out of school, paying $44,000 a year, and I'm now putting away $18,000 a year into my savings. Outstanding. So now I have the best possible problem to have. I don't know what to do with the money I'm making. I'm looking into buying a woodlot as an investment for timber production. Where I live, I can buy land for $500 to $600 per acre. Institutional investors and TIMOs can expect a 7 to 8% return on timberland investment, but they have certain economies of scale. I'd say they do. Like Caterpillar trucks. That said, I have the time and resources to manage the land meticulously and maximize returns, and the land I am looking at is on good soils and has a nice mix of species. Conservatively, I believe I can make a 5 to 6% rate of return, assuming I sell the rights to log the land when it comes to maturity, as opposed to logging it myself, which could yield a much higher return, but it would require work and disqualify me from capital gains. In the meantime, I could cut and sell firewood off and get a great enjoyment from owning and working on the land. Also note that the appreciation of timber is locked in the value of the land, so I don't necessarily have to cut it to yield a return. However, I have $26,000 in student debt with an average interest rate of 4%. So, risk-free, you have a 4% savings if you pay off your student loans. Risk-full, tons of fucking risk, not to mention a shit ton of physical labor, because I cut and split my own wood. I know what it's like. You get to eke out an extra 2% over that. I wonder where the captain's going to land on this one. Right now I have enough cash to either buy that land outright or pay off the debt outright, but not much more. Obviously, it could be safer to pay off the debt, but I am nervous about being too conservative and doing the wrong thing. You're doing the wrong thing, dropping all that money and a shit ton of physical manual labor for 2% rate of return. Net, I mean. I know the money I make and invest now will be the most valuable money I can make in my lifetime because it has the longest time to mature, and right now the stock market is just too overpriced, so I'm looking at alternative investments. On the periphery of my mind, too, is the fact that the median home price around here is $80,000, and you can get really nice homes for around $100 to $120. So I will be looking to buy one with cash before I turn 30. Is it foolish to be thinking about buying a wood lot before I pay my debts? No, dude, this is exactly what you should be thinking. You're thinking entrepreneurially. It is not foolish. I mean, the idea may fail. Your entrepreneurial ideas may fail. Or they may not just be as efficient. I mean, you could certainly make profit on the wood lot, but you say, well, that really wasn't worth it. There was a better use of my money. But it is never bad to think about entrepreneurial ideas. Never. Unless it's like, I'm going to start a horse farm because I like horses. Yay. Then you're a fucking idiot. And you should return your balls to the ball depository. And cash in your man card. And should I just play it safe, or would it not hurt at my age and position in life to take a risk? Or perhaps given the affordability of houses around here, do you think ownership should be my top priority? All right. Here's if you know you want to live there, and you got 26 grand, and you can buy an okay house for 100, you're going to save yourself lifelong rent, and that's going to save you more than your 4% interest on your student loans, which is 26. So I like the house idea. However, you're very young. I don't know if you want to stay there for the rest of your days. I mean, you really got to go read Reconnaissance Man. I'm not telling you to read it so that I make more money. I'm telling you because that's why I wrote the fucking book. So you guys figure out what you want to do in life. You know, you spend $10 or $20 on the book, whatever the fuck it is. You're like, oh shit, maybe I don't want to live in this fucking wood hut where houses are $100,000. Maybe there's a whole other thing. So don't buy a house yet. But it's not a bad idea if for a fact you know you want to live there. Okay, that's cool. But then when it comes down to, do I want to get, do I want to become Ranger Rick and start logging and sell it to fucking Georgia Pacific, or do I want to pay off your loans, dude? If you can get 5 to 6% while your interest rate on the loans is 4%, dude, pay off your fucking loans. Okay? As I evidenced before, you're going to be slaving away for an extra 2%. Whereas with no labor, none, absolutely, you just sit on your ass. You can jerk off to jerk off to porn and play video games. You can play porn and jerk off to video. I don't care what the fuck you do. You'll have all the time in the world to do it. That's what I would recommend. Pay off your fucking student loans. Be done with it. Be done with it forever. You never have to pay that 4% ever again. And when it comes to the wood, and here's why I think you can still do it. Why not just buy 1 acre? I mean, if it's $500 to $600 an acre, well, we had another guy. He wanted to set up, he wanted to develop this entire area, I'm not going to mention where, into basically a resort area. Not a resort like a fucking destination resort that like lots of cabins. I'm like, well, wait, hold on there, Skippy. Why don't you buy 1 cabin on a small lot and see if that works? And here you have the same opportunity. You don't have to buy 300 acres. Just buy 1. Trial it. If you got the chainsaws and the gear and the equipment, maybe you could talk to say, okay, how much will you give me? There's another thing where you buy the land and you lease it to the timber companies. Again, you're not doing the work. Let them do the work. And you're damn right. The economies of scale, dude, they may not even look at you. You would have to go and cut firewood. Because the machinery is just so much more efficient than humans, especially at those economies of scale. It really is like buy the acre that maybe you'd like to build your house on, then go be Ranger Rick or Smokey the Bear and cut your wood. See, you'll learn along the way. And then you're like, oh, you know what? I didn't see this expense. I didn't see this thing. Or I saw this opportunity. Okay, I don't want it. I want to lease it out. Maybe. Holy shit, the wood's got beetles in it. They're not going to take that wood. So just do 1 acre. I understand getting your exercise, getting your fix, being outdoors. Absolutely. So you do that. Then you have an acre you could build a house on, maybe. And then you also float your idea for pocket change, essentially, and you're not dropping 26 grand on acreage that you're not going to use. So pay off your student loans, then maybe buy an acre or 2 for you to fuck around in. You'll find out whether or not it's actually going to be a good idea to buy more acreage and get into this woodlot business of yours. Or you'll say, oh, wow, it's not worth it. I didn't see these costs, which is what I'm predicting is going to happen. It's just so many things that can go wrong with that. You might as well just try 1 little acre. All right, that didn't work. Well, you're banking 18 grand a year. Okay, well, a year's time goes by, you got enough for down payment on a house, and then you can rapidly pay down that mortgage. If it only costs you 120 grand for a very nice house on that acre of land that you found out you're not going to use for timbering, although you're going to need infrastructure and utilities ran out there. So, anyway, that's what I would do. With supreme confidence, I'd say pay off that damn mortgage. Trial run your little 1 acre operation first, see how that goes. And then after you travel, after you read Reconnaissance Man or listen to it on audio, and then you decide you want to live out there, Jebediah Jones of the hills, then okay, you could go ahead and buy and build yourself a house. But otherwise, I'd be a little bit, I'd hold off on that house until you for sure want to live there. Anyway, hope that helped you out. Best of luck to you. Toodles.